life is lifing you right now. I get it. I understand. And I'm with you. Okay. But the reality is that, I mean, I don't want to be insensitive, but okay. And life is lifing all of us. All of us are going through something. What I'm going through, you might not be going through, but like that doesn't diminish or discredit what it is that you're going through. I know it's a lot. Okay. So what are we going to do about it?
This is Secrets for Success.
Welcome to the Secrets for Success podcast. I'm your host, Greg Todd. Thank you as always for joining me. Okay, today's episode, how do I want to do this? All right. So here's what I want you all to understand. I want you to understand two things today. Today's episode, maybe I will call it either no excuses, or today's episode, I'm going to tell you why 168 is the way. Why 168 has the ability to save your life. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm not sure what the title is. We'll figure that out after I finish it. But right now I don't have anything outlined. I don't have any script here. I'm just sharing with you from my heart. Every single Monday morning when I do my staff meeting, we recite our commandments. And for those of you that are in my programs, you know that I do this before we start every consulting call, every group call. We go through our commandments. And those commandments mean a lot to me because I really try to live my life and the way that I show up every day by those commandments. And the 10th commandment, the final commandment, is no excuses. And I feel like for the month of February, I feel like I was able to truly honor that. And not just me, but we as a team. So that's one thing I want to talk about. And then the second thing I want to talk about is obviously 168 is away. So let's talk about February. Okay. So I'm just beginning March. You're probably listening to this podcast, and we just finished February. February is the shortest month of the year, right? 28 days. And for February, I want to tell you what we did. February, I spoke at a live event. Okay. February, I did 3 one-to-many events, okay, in the form of a masterclass webinar. 3 of them. 3 promotions. Actually did 3 events, 1 on memberships, 2 on online products in 1 month. Okay, hold on, it's not done. So I spoke at a live event, went down to Miami. I did 3 one-to-many events, and then I did a summit, a 4-hour live event this past Saturday to finish out the month of February. All right, not done. February, I also had 3 in-person events at my home. 3 of them. 3. And by the way, each of those events are anywhere between 2 to 3 days. Even did a Super Bowl party for one of the events. And one of the events was a full 3 days, and I didn't finish till 7, 8 o'clock most of the nights. And then we did another in-person event this past, or not this weekend, but the weekend before. And then I did one private client event. Okay, can I tell you what else I did? I created 2 new programs, deployed them, launched them, and have customers in them already. And I'm not talking about a little $20 program. I'm talking about $1,000 program. Okay, that's what we did. And there's a program that I actually walked people through the entire program, a whole new cohort of people to go through one of our core programs, our core offers, which is the Invincible Income System. You guys, February was a crazy month. It is the most amount of output I've ever done in my 10 years of having SSHC. I think I'm about to celebrate 10 years this month of paying customers, from 1 to now 5,500 plus. And I'm saying that to you for this reason. February was probably the hardest month of my life. I'm not at liberty to go through everything that I'm currently going through, but I can tell you this. I'm not exaggerating it. It was literally the hardest month of my life. Oh, by the way, in February, I also felt like there were a lot of amazing things that I was able to do with my daughter. My oldest daughter and I went on a daddy-daughter trip to DC. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably saw here and there that I shared some pictures, and she shared pictures if you guys follow her. Um, there's a lot of other things that I was able to do to where I feel like I was able to be very present for certain members of my family in the month of February. I don't even know how all that got done. I can tell you this, by the grace of God, it did. I can also tell you that it got done because of, I think, two main reasons, besides the main reason, which is just God giving me the strength and the wherewithal to be able to do it. But I think there's two reasons why it got done. Number one is the commandments that we follow, which is no excuses. No excuses. Like there's so many reasons for us not to show up for the month of February. So many reasons. So many justified reasons. But you know what? No excuses. This is what we're going to do. This is what we said we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. And we made it happen. And we did it. And something I told my students, and I was like, look, at the end of the day, if you want the next 6 months, like you want to see things pay off for you, show me what you're doing 6 months prior. Show me what you're doing 90 to 180 days prior. And that will tell me what your 6-month future is going to look like. So the reality is that if I want people to be able to build online businesses, I want people to be able to build solution-based offer businesses within their clinics. If I want people to be able to create memberships, well, what am I doing right now to make that happen? It's not going to happen overnight. I can't just boom and no, that's not how it works. You know, and so it's interesting. I had clients that sent me all these cool messages. Look what I'm doing, Greg. Look what I'm doing here. Look what's happening here. Clients are on NBC affiliate show, all these different things. It's like, yeah, it's because of what we did 90 days ago, 120, 180 days ago that has allowed these opportunities to happen for them. So same thing with me. And it's no excuses. There's going to be tons of excuses for March, and I just have to decide, am I going to let the reasons push me to do things despite discomfort, or am I going to, make up excuses and then just wait again? Let's try in April, and then more excuses because life comes up. Let's try in May, and then June go. Let's try in June. Let's try in July. No, we're not doing that, man. We're not doing it. And so the first thing I want to tell you guys is I know every single one of you, life is lifing you right now. I get it. I understand. And I'm with you. Okay. But the reality is that, I don't want to be insensitive, but okay. And life is lifing all of us. All of us are going through something. What I'm going through, you might not be going through, but like that doesn't diminish or discredit what it is that you're going through. I know it's a lot. Okay. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to wait for life to stop lifing and then we go for it? Okay, great. Life doesn't life you in March. Okay, but then it lifes you in April. So that means you're going to stop in April? No, guys, we're moving forward regardless. That's what we're doing. And so I'm saying this because a lot of you need to hear this. You're now in March. You said you were going to do all this stuff in January and February, and here you are. You've done nothing. Because, this happened, and this happened to my son, and this happened over here, and this happened in the relationship, and it's the same thing every single time. And then here you are. You might be listening to this podcast. You're 5 years into it, and you haven't done anything. What is it going to be? What are you waiting for to not happen in order for you to do the things that you want to do? I think that's the first thing I want to say. And then I think the next thing is 168 is the way. 168 is the way. The reality is that the only reason why I was able to do all those things, I am not Superman. Trust me, I am not. I've just set it up to where a lot of the things that I do are leveraged. They're leveraged. So look, did I have to work? I worked a good chunk in February, but as I told you, I went on an amazing trip with my daughter, right? I have my son with me now all the time, and I have people helping me, but we're homeschooling him and doing all this other stuff. And the reality is not like life stopped. No, here's the deal. What 168 is the way for me, though. See, the deal is that I have figured out how to deliver value to people in a leveraged way in nearly everything that I'm doing. Now, of all the things I've told you, the only thing that you heard me say like I only helped one person at a time, was a private consulting event I did with one person. Besides that, everything else I did was leverage. Every podcast that I was on Brandon Siegel's podcast 3 times. We did 3 episodes. That's leverage. Okay. It's going to come out and it's going to help many people. All right. I did events. Every single event had multiple people here. That was leverage. I did those webinars and those masterclasses and the summits. Okay, all of the marketing was leverage. I did something once, and then it just kept on going out to more and more and more people. Okay, I did, even the offers, the offers. Yes, I created the offers. I created 2 brand new programs. Yes, and it took time for me to do that individually, but then now it's leverage. Now people can come in it, and it's so cool. Today I had a wave of people that had already gone through one of those programs that I did and said how amazing it was and all the things they learned and whatnot. So it's like, guys, 168 is the way. 168. So 168 is what allowed me to be able to deal with everything that I'm dealing with right now in my life and still be able to impact people at record levels, because I didn't have to rely on my physical body to deliver on all those things I just told you about. I mean, I might have had to show up in a one-to-many format for sales. I might have had to show up in a one-to-many format for our group live events, but I was able to leverage everything. And so many of you, you're working so hard. You're working harder than I worked in February. And you have very little to nothing to show for it because it's just not leverage. It's not that you're not doing meaningful work. You're just not doing leverage work. So I'm just telling you guys this because now I could look back at it and I could say, wow, well, I did a lot this month. But honestly, it's March 2nd. I feel great. I was tired yesterday, so I slept and chilled out on the couch and watched some basketball. But I feel great. I feel great as we go into a new month, but it's only because it's leverage. It's not because he's some superhero. No, it's not that. It's just leverage work. And so I just want you all to understand a couple things. Number one is just understand the power of doing leverage work. 168 hours of value is the way. Everything you create, ask yourself, is it 168? Yes or no? If it's not 168, rethink it. How can I make this 168? That is number one. And number two, like, you got to stop dropping excuses, man. You got to drop them. You got to drop these excuses and stop at the nonsense. What do you need to do to take yourself to that next level? And do you understand that obstacles will come in the way? And are you willing to move forward in spite of the obstacles? And that's it, guys. That's it. So anyways, I hope this message helps you. I hope it serves you. I hope it talks to you and speaks to you. I love you guys. And I just want you all to win. But you got to want to win more than I want you to win. All right? Love you guys. Till next time.